Namaste, beautiful brothers and sisters. Welcome to this live. I'm just going to change it now to public. So just going to wait for everyone to jump on the call. Please let me know when you get here. Let me know, let me know that you're here and say hello. We're just going to wait for everyone. Give us like a few minutes. So I'm still looking for a couple of things that I can't actually find, but never mind. But we are just going to wait a couple of minutes for everyone to jump on the call. Hi, Chrissy, darling. Yeah, please say hello when you get here. To let me know that I'm not talking to crickets. You know what I mean? Hi, Lisa. Hi, beautifuls. Oh, amazing. So lovely to hear from you all. Amazing. So I'm presuming you can all hear me fine. I've got a bit of a random hair sticking out there. I'll put that back. Yeah. Hi, Neil. Hi, Debbie. Thank you all. Oh, you're all so beautiful and amazing. Thank you. Thank you all. Oh, we've got a new person, Rachel McGinty. So, yeah, we'll just wait for everyone to jump on. Please give us an update. I will. I'll just wait for everyone to jump on the call. Hello, Christy, darling. Big kisses to Grayson. Big hugs to Grayson. Sunday morning hugs. So I think we need to share this video, brothers and sisters. Like, let's share it, because sharing is caring. And when we share, we invite other people to come into this vortex. This is very, very important what's going on at the moment. And I just got a major download before we joined. So hi, Rach, darling. Corrine. Grayson's sitting here with me, ready to pray. Oh, we've got Grayson here. That's good. Hi, Judy. Hi, beautifuls. So lovely to see you all here. So yeah, let's all share this video so that we can really, really, get it out to as many brothers and sisters as possible. That'll be the one. That'll be the one. Hi, Donna. Hi, Shamanic Love. Is this in it? No, it's not. No. Margie, no. So just in a couple of minutes, I'm going to share with you all what information I have received. Okay, so I spoke to Daniel a few days ago, and I don't really check Telegram really hardly at all. And I was contacted by a lot of people saying that Daniel would put a message up on Telegram. And so I rang Daniel straight away, and he told me that she wasn't well, she was in bed, and but she's getting better. So I was like, okay, she's going to get better. And then I woke up this morning to about 50 messages from everyone saying, oh my God, Magenta's gone to hospital. So it took me a little 5 minutes to process that and to, wait for instructions. And it didn't take long, but I got the guidance dropped in for us to do a vigil, to open up like a healing Raphael, Mother Mary vigil for our divine sister. So I've just been speaking to her daughter, Abby, and currently at the moment, it's a bit of a difficult situation because of the C word, because unfortunately she's on her own, and that is causing a lot of distress for the family, the fact that they can't be with her. So that's going to be a big part of our magic that we do, is opening up those floodgates for her to have her family holding her hand at this time. So I spoke to Abby, and there's stuff going on that requires medical attention, and she's in the right. It's not for me to say specifically what's going on. That's Daniel's job to do that, or that is a member of her family. That's their job to tell you the specific details. That's not my role. That's not my position. That's personal family information. But I can integrate everything that I've found out into this healing ceremony, and I know a lot. So the situation is she's in hospital now, and she's receiving the care that she needs. The message I got just before we jumped on this call was that magenta, and this is my interpretation. I'm not saying this is like blooming gospel truth. This is just my interpretation. Magenta is holding a very, very, very important role in this ascension, in this anchoring of this new earth. She's like a spiritual heavyweight of the highest order, and she is holding a huge role energetically in terms of the light that she carries and how much that gets passed on to so many people, that true pristine spiritual light, that she is a frequency holder of that light. And so because of that, she is an extremely powerful and important person within this ascension. And I know you don't need me to say that, but I'm just going with whatever's coming through so that we bring through this whole entire message. So the message I got was that what's going on with magenta at the moment is quite symbolic of what's going on with Mother Earth at the moment. And that's not necessarily, oh, it's an identical kind of like every symptom is mirrored. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, generally speaking, the message I got is that magenta is going through a very, very, very deep healing process, crisis at the moment. And it is quite symbolic of what Mother Earth is going through at the moment. And she's kind of consciously, unconsciously signed up to kind of like mirror Mother Earth and what's going on for her. So it feels like us all getting behind magenta and really us all feeling that love. It's like, it's kind of, it's a two-pronged approach. So it's obviously being siphoned into magenta and her higher self and her soul consciousness, and is absorbing these codes for her healing. But I also feel we're working with Mother Earth as well. And as magenta heals, so does Mother Earth. As magenta goes through her healing crisis, so is Mother Earth. So I just wanted to see, that was the message I got just before I hit go live. And I must admit, I got a very, very, very intense wave of emotion come up, just because of my love for magenta is so, it's so deep, you know, and my respect for her, for somehow for choosing this role, you know, it's a big role to have taken on. So I just want to hear if anyone's got any kind of like response to that. Yeah, I felt she was taking one for the team, transmitting huge energies. That's interpreted. Yeah. I agree, Jane. That's what I got was going on. Resonates deeply. Yeah, Buttercup says resonates deeply. Yeah. It's all going to be all right. And it's very, very, very important that everyone on this call understands that we are all next level manifestors. So we are all creating our holographic version of reality based upon our beliefs. That's how reality works. There's no out there per se. All there is in there, and in the pineal gland, and how it orchestrates everything to create a vision of perception. But it's all based on our internal belief system. Very, very important that we apply this to holding space for our sister magenta. Because if people start collapsing into fear and collapsing into worry, that's not serving us. That's not serving the ceremony. That's not serving the path of the highest outcome. It's okay if you find yourself getting a bit worried, like I've had like little moments of worry, and that's okay. But try not to identify with it and try not to get lost in that experience. When I feel worry about someone that I love, I call on Saint Germain to assist me to transmute that energy, because I don't want to put that fear energy out into the universe, because I'm actually creating that into my holographic stimulation. If I'm holding that. So this is an opportunity. Of course, everything that magenta does is always an opportunity for an upgrade for all of us. So every single one of us that is on this prayer vigil, it's very, very important that we don't collapse into fear and doubt after this. that we understand that we are holding that vision. We are holding that vision of our sister being completely and utterly healed, of her just running out of the hospital, doing blooming gymnastics, sprinting down the road, full of the joys of spring, seeing all her grandchildren, seeing all her children, being so healthy and so happy. Like, we are duty bound to hold that vision of her. We truly, truly are. And we are duty bound to hold that vision of Mother Earth as well. Even though the SHIT is going down, we all know that. You'd have to be completely thick as shit to not know that it's going down. It's going down. But the thing is, it's like, where do we focus our attention? Where do we focus that pineal gland? Do we focus it on the SHIT that's going down, or do we focus our perception on the world that we want to create? We definitely focus our perception on the world that we want to create. So it's very, very important going forward that we seal this vision and we hold our sister. Like, we are working with miracles now. We are working with God. We are working with miracles. We are working with the angelic realm. Like, we've got this. We've absolutely got this. So everyone has to stay very vigilant around their own vibration and frequency. I'm just going to read a couple more comments. Are we doing? Yeah, we're going to do it in a minute, honey. Are we doing a group meditation? Yeah, I'm just giving the background. I'm just giving the old gist of the situation. Love is the highest frequency and love always wins. Right, I'm just going to just open up all these comments. Daniel, sorry. A few days ago, and sorry, I've just. I don't really check Telegram really hardly at all. Right, I'm just trying to read all the comments and I can't actually get all the comments, unfortunately. So that's okay, that's absolutely fine. So we're about to go in now and we are about to go and do this amazing healing for our soul system magenta pixie. So just inviting all of us on this call, find ourselves in a comfortable position. Finding ourselves in a comfortable position, beginning to take some deep breaths as we breathe in through our navel center, giving ourselves permission to relax our shoulders. Giving ourselves permission to relax our jaw. Bringing our awareness to all the places that our body is in contact with the floor or the chair. Giving ourselves deep permission to relax. Deeply attuning to the sensation of feeling supported, of knowing that there is a force of great love in the universe that is forever supporting us. Giving ourselves permission to deeply relax and trust and surrender to this force. On the next out breath, visualizing a grounding cord coming out of our root center, sending this grounding cord now deep into the core of Mother Earth. Visualizing this grounding cord wrapping itself tightly around the core of Mother Earth. With each out breath, keep sending our grounding cord deeper and deeper as we fully ground and anchor on our personal and specific grid point. Now, please visualize yourself standing at the top of a golden staircase, and we are now going to walk down these steps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You find yourself now at the bottom of the golden stairs, and in front of you is a large white door. Visualize yourself now pushing that door open. And as you open that door, you find yourself in a hospital in the United Kingdom. And you go into a room, but notice that you are in your spirit form. You are not in your physical form, and you are there, but you cannot be seen by those on the physical realm. You are in your spirit form. And just notice now that there are many, many of us, and we are all represented as orbs of love. And just look around you, and you can notice in this hospital room, there are thousands and thousands of orbs. And the orbs represent every single one of us that is going to be part of this ceremony. And there are big orbs, small orbs, rainbow orbs, yellow orbs, white orbs, orbs of all different shapes and colours. And they represent all of us who love magenta. Just noticing now that all of these orbs are like flying into the room. Notice that our sister Magenta is lying peacefully asleep on the bed. And all of the orbs are standing back at the back of the space. And as the last few orbs come into the room, the door shuts. And just notice now that a very, very beautiful green healing energy is beginning to be emitted from all of the orbs. All of the orbs are emitting a green Archangel Raphael ray. And it's almost like a green wavy blanket that is just moving through the air at the moment. And it's kind of moving towards Magenta's bed. And at this point, we all notice that the door swings open, and we notice that this huge, giant archangel walks through the door, and it's Archangel Raphael. And he's dressed in the most exquisite golden robes, rich, deep golden robes. And he wears a green armor of God outfit underneath his robes. Archangel Raphael is one of the most handsome, most extraordinarily beautiful and exquisite archangels that you could ever lay eyes on. He has the most perfect chiseled jaw and is absolute the epitome of divine masculine beauty. So just observe now as Archangel Raphael walks in, and he walks straight over to Magenta's head, and he starts touching her head, and he starts stroking her head. As that is occurring, it is opening up 2 portals in her feet. 2 black holes are spinning in Magenta's feet. And notice now that as Archangel Raphael is stroking her, it is activating all of the toxins, all of the poisons in her body are now being magnetized to her feet area. So just notice that around her feet area, there are magnets, and they are drawing down the poison, drawing down the toxins. They are making sure that her blood is thin, that her blood is running perfectly, and there's no blockages, there's no clots. So just notice now that Archangel Raphael, he places 2 hands on top of her head, and this really activates all of the healing codes. Visualizing now streams of light codes, powerful light symbols are now streaming down Magenta Pixie. And notice now that she's merging with Mother Gaia. She's merging with Mother Gaia. We're working with Magenta Pixie, and we're working with Mother Gaia. Just observe now how these beautiful light codes are streaming throughout her external vessel and her internal vessel, and they are pushing out all energies that do not belong in her vessel. Notice now that all of this energy is beginning to pulsate and accumulate in her feet. Just observe now that Archangel Raphael, he comes out of from the top of her head and he moves down to her feet. And this time he holds his palms just underneath her feet and he's activating a violet portal. So just notice that Archangel Raphael is holding a flame, a violet flame, which represents the violet portal. And this is right at the base of her feet. And this portal has now been activated. Observe now how Archangel Raphael has got his two hands and he's now pulling this gunk, pulling this tar. And we're going to pull it all out on the count of 3. 1. And notice now there's a lot of action around her heart. There's been a lot of trauma around her heart. Three. Four. Observe now how the violet portal is absorbing all of that black gunk. There's a few little slips of residues are just popping out now. Notice that Archangel Raphael now stands in between her head and her feet, and he has his palms wide open, and he is now infusing her with the most highest angelic white light. Observe now how, as Archangel Raphael is holding this vigil, holding this healing energy, that the door opens and Mother Mary comes in. But Mother Mary comes in with 13 aspects of herself. And just notice now that Mother Mary has made a ring. The 13 Marys have all made a ring around her bed, as Archangel Raphael is holding his arms out and he is now infusing her entire vessel with these new upgraded angelic codes. Observe now how Mother Mary's, they are all beginning to chant and they are all beginning to release very, very powerful harmonies. And it's almost like the music of the spheres is filling up her hotel, her hospital room. Notice now that all of the Marys, they're focused on the door, and we are being shown that there is a black belt that covers the door, which is symbolic of her family not being able to come and see her. So just notice now that as all of the Marys turn around and face that door, on the count of 3, that black band is going to vanish. 1, 2, 3. Observe now that her husband Daniel, our beautiful brother Daniel, now rushes in to be by her side. And he's holding her hand and he's telling her it's all going to be okay. She's going to be let out ASAP. All of the angels are here, visualizing Daniel holding Magenta's hand. Now visualizing her daughters coming in, her beautiful daughters who she adores so deeply, coming in, bringing fresh flowers, fresh roses, feeling that clean, pristine air. Noticing now that her sons are coming in, they are also bringing beautiful white flowers. Observing now that all of these flowers are placed all around the hospital room. And in fact, all of us are giving her flowers. And so the whole entire room is infused with these white healing flowers. And the fragrance is just absolutely intoxicating. And notice now Magenta has all of her family and they're all around her bed. Archangel Raphael has taken a little step back to allow her family. And just notice now that Magenta opens her eyes. And she smiles. She says, what happened? And Daniel says, oh, well, you've had an upgrade. And she says, oh, I'm ready to go home now. I feel better. And then they ring the nurses and the nurses come in and Daniel says, oh, Magenta feels better now. And Magenta says, oh, I feel brilliant. I can get up. And then suddenly Magenta just gets out of bed. And she says, look, I can dance. I can wiggle my hips. And then everyone starts laughing. And then the nurse says, okay, well, we'll have to get you checked out by the doctor. The doctor then comes in, he checks her vitals and he says, oh my God, you have had a miracle. He asked the nurse to please write out in gold letters, miracle healing for Petra. Miracle healing for Petra. Noticing now that this is placed on the bottom of her bed, so the whole world knows that she's had a miracle healing. And just notice now her getting dressed and her beautiful clothes, her favorite hippie clothes, her angelic clothes, her beautiful white flowy clothes, and all her beads and all her accessories and her beautiful hair, looking in the mirror, doing her makeup. And then she turns around and says, right, ready to go home. And noticing now that her whole family, that she's leading her whole family out of the hospital. And they're all walking through the hospital and there's like a trail of angelic light. And just notice now that as Magenta is in this hospital, she's actually opened up a huge angelic portal for all of the brothers and sisters that are in this hospital. As we observe now, Magenta Pixie coming out of the hospital and saying to Daniel, Daniel, I just feel the best I've ever felt. Look how much energy I've got. And then she just runs. She just runs about 100 meters there and she runs 100 meters back. Saying, look, Daniel, I couldn't have done this before. Something shifted. What a miracle. Notice Daniel saying, yes, that would be Archangel Raphael and Mother Mary and all the angels that would have done that. And Magenta says, I just feel amazing. I've never felt so good. I've never felt so light. I've never felt so happy. I've never felt so clear in my whole life. Wow, I'm going to write my next book. I'm so inspired. And then Daniel says, okay, Magenta, well, let's get you home first. And visualizing a beautiful white Rolls Royce pulls up outside the hospital. And it's actually Archangel Raphael that's driving the Rolls Royce. But he's in disguise. And he comes out, but he can't disguise his handsomeness. He comes out and he opens the door and he gives her that knowing little wink. Now, beautiful Magenta Pixie gets in the car with Daniel and her family, and they're all laughing and they're all happy and they feel amazing. Just visualizing that, visualizing them driving off into the most beautiful sunset, feeling God's grace, feeling God's presence, bringing our hands in prayer position, making a promise to ourselves that we won't worry about our sister Magenta. We are going to hold this vision of her receiving a miraculous healing. Taking 3 deep breaths. Feeling this deep into our hearts, understanding that this is an invitation for us all to up level with our manifestational powers. Magenta Pixie is now healed, happy and whole, and she's surrounded by all her beloved family. This sacred prayer vigil is now complete, brothers and sisters. This is a sacred invitation to hold that vision deeply, unequivocally, relentlessly hold that vision. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. It is done. Om Namah Shivaya. It is done. It is done. Absolutely. I saw a beautiful. Yes. 222. Yes. A magical number. Wow. 222. Amazing. Well, great work, everyone. And that was so beautiful. I felt that so deeply. And holding space for the miracle healing for Magenta. Sending her love and light. Way to go, everyone. Yeah, way to go, everyone. Oh. So it is Magenta's miraculous healing. So this was not a kind of attack. No. It's stunning. Thank you, beautiful. Daniel here. Oh, yay, Daniel. Yay. Oh, Daniel, I hope you're feeling better. Sending you so much love, Daniel. Love you. Susie loved hearing confirmation of how hot Archangel Raphael is. and I so it is. I saw. Yeah. This is so cool, guys. This is so amazing. It's all right. So we're going to hold that vision, no worrying, no collapsing into those lower fear timelines. Magenta is a spiritual heavyweight of the highest order, and she's taking one for the team. But we're all on the same team. So she's not on her own. She's going through some sort of clearing, deep clearing, as is Mother Earth. I really deeply feel that. And so she's absolutely 1,000,000% like it's done. It's already done. It's a done deal. Like she's got through this. We are going to, thank you, Dawn, darling, for your message. We are going to hear about a miraculous healing. Like we are. It's absolutely in the bag. Amazing. I looked out the window when we started and saw a huge rainbow. I said this exactly. What did you say, Bobby? Oh, about the Mother Earth thing. Yeah. Much love. Yeah. It's all going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. So we're just going to stand in that vibration. So beautiful. Thank you, Jen, for facilitating this and holding this miracle healing, visualizing Magenta. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll download this video and then I'll try to upload it into the Telegram group, because she's got a couple of thousand people in that Telegram group. That would be quite good to for them to see that this has been happening. So yeah, that's it. That was it. So don't worry, guys. And yeah, just there's lots of amazing protocols at the moment. If you go to my thread, there's loads of protocols there for anyone with symptoms at the moment. So it's all going to be all right. I know that. Grayson prayed. Thank you, Esther. Can you put it in the MeWe groups? Yes, I will. I will put it in the MeWe groups. I'll just download it and then I'll upload it. Healed, yes. God bless you, Jen McCarthy. Love so much. Love you too, Buttercup. While she's at the hospital, the powerful healing energy bestowed upon her is now filtering to all in need of healing. 1,000,000%. I really felt that. I felt like that she was kind of like opening up this portal in the hospital to allow a massive collective healing. So I do feel like she's taken one for the team. Yeah, we're all in this together. Absolutely, we are all in this together. Yeah. Okay, guys, so I'm not going to do any announcements. I mean, obviously, I've got my ancestor ceremony, which I know you're all going to come to. It's going to be amazing. That's going to be whenever that is, on the 31st of Samhain. We're going to really, really flip this whole Samhain thing as well. Thanks so much, Jen. Thanks so much, all my marvelous mystical magicians. Love, Daniel. Oh, yay. Yeah, so my one announcement is that for the ancestors ceremony, we're going to be working with the Samhain energies, but we're not going to be working with the kind of like the weird distorted Samhain energies. We're going to be working with the very, very beautiful, pure Samhain energies, you know. So that's going to be on the 31st. So I'll see you all then. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for sharing this video. Like, let's have one quick blast before I come off the thing. Let's just share it. Oh, thank you, Naomi. Shamanic love. Bless you, darling. Thank you, Daniel. Love to you too. Okay, well, we can always share it once I'm not live anyway. So thank you all so much. We're all, this is really, really where we meet the extraordinariness of our community. And I am so privileged and I'm so humbled to walk this path with all of you. You're all so beautiful. You're all so amazing. And I feel so blessed to wake up every day to walk this path with every single one of you. So I don't know why Will is giving us his phone number. That doesn't seem appropriate. But anyway, you know what I mean, guys. I love you all so much. And yeah, let's just keep that vision. Boom. God bless us.